Hi, my name is Paul Ritchie. I'm the studio head of Toys for Bob.
And I'm Jennifer O'Neill, and I'm the studio head for Vicarious Visions.
And together, our studios have made all of the Skylander games. We invented the Toys to Life genre, and each year we come up with something new, some innovation that no one's ever seen before. And this year, it's Skylanders Imaginators. And it all begins with the story of our villain, Chaos, who is looking for some new way to take over Skylands. And in a library, where he's been working for the past 2 years, he discovers a book that explains in the ancient past, a force called mind magic was used to actually create Skylands. A magic so powerful that portal masters could simply imagine something and it would come into existence. But this power was so overwhelming that it was hidden away. He chases it down, digs it up, and releases mind magic back into Skylands, and begins to use his own devious imagination to create Doomlanders, these very powerful new villains. Now that same magic has also affected you, the Portal Master, and now you have to create your own Skylanders to fight Chaos and his Doomlanders. Now, then the innovation in the game is, of course, creating the Imaginators. And this begins using a new kind of toy that we call a creation crystal. And this contains a material called Imaginite. When you put this on the portal of power, it begins to beat with a heartbeat light, and then you're asked to choose the battle class that you want your character to become. These creation crystals come in each of our 10 different elements. So you pick an element and a battle class. Battle class determines, for example, the kinds of weapons you might use. And then you get to start designing what your Imaginator looks like. We have heads and arms and legs and chests, tails, wings, all kinds of gear like armor, selection of weapons. Or 1,000 different options just in those selections alone. And then on top of that, you can scale your different body parts, color them, pick your powers, and then I think one of the most original aspects of our character creation, you can define the personality of your character, because all good Skylanders have a tagline, and you create their tagline, you pick a voice for them, you pick audio effects that play on top of that, and then finally you go into Skylands and begin your adventure, growing stronger, gaining new powers, and, very importantly, being trained by the Skylander senseis. And these are our new toys this year. These are the most powerful warriors in Skylands. They're the teachers, and they show your Imaginators new secret techniques, and each sensei that you get increases your Imaginator's level cap by 1. That's not all. We also have some guest stars this year.
That's right. So this year we have 2 guest stars, Crash Bandicoot and Dr. Neo Cortex here. This is our big news for today, is that Dr. Cortex, Neo Cortex, and Crash Bandicoot are guest stars in Skylanders Imaginators. You can play with them all throughout the Skylander Imaginator game, but also there is a brand new level called the Thumpin' Wumpa Islands, which pays homage to the original Crash Bandicoot games. Now, the reason why this is even possible is that a rift has opened up in the universe, and it's connecting the Wumpa Islands to the Skylands. Now, this is the 20th anniversary of Crash Bandicoot, and in the Wumpa Islands, every 20 years, they celebrate a huge celebration called the Synchronization Celebration. It's a big musical party. And Dr. Cortex, Neo Cortex, feels like this is a great opportunity for him to harness the power and do something very evil. But his plans go a little bit awry, and he ends up throwing the whole island out of musical sync. So your job as the player, you get to, as a Portal Master, you can play with Crash Bandicoot, with Neo Cortex, as well as the Skylanders to go through this level and repair the musical rhythm of the level, bringing it back into perfect harmony. It's a really great level, lots of fun, lots of good nods to the old Crash Bandicoot games. You have many TNT crates that you can destroy. There's a really wonderful level area of the level that's like the old Crash Bandicoot games where you're running away after a boulder that's chasing you. It's a lot of fun, very rhythmic, has moments of platforming, just like the old games that you know and love.
Now, not to be outdone, our own series villain, Chaos, is making his first appearance as a playable toy. Chaos is an incredibly powerful sensei, and what happened was, when Chaos unlocked Mind Magic, his very first instinct was to create a powerful villain, and he duplicated himself. By creating a clone, he actually created his own worst enemy, so the clone is now fighting on our side. He actually fights in all 10 battle classes, and best of all, he is free when you pre-order the game.
Do you have a release date yet?
16?
14th
14th.
and 16th in the US.
Skylanders Imaginators will be released on October 14th in Europe, and it will be released on October 16th in the United States.
And just one little question: when you make your own Skylander with the crystal, can you reset the crystal to make a new one, or will the Skylander stay in the crystal you use?
When you begin the creation process of an Imaginator by putting a creation crystal on the portal. The element is part of the crystal. The first choice you make, the battle class, is a permanent choice. But thereafter, the appearance of the character, his gear, his stats, his appearance, his personality can be changed forever.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure. It's nice meeting you.